Hello, darlings. It's me again, Bethany Summersizzle.
Hello, darling. Yes, sirree. It's Lilo me.
This is the video for you if you are also a fan of one of the biggest personalities of the 1980s. Of course, I'm talking about the one and only Elvira. Starring in her own movie, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I just can't with these soup cans on my head.
Well, that's our show. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I did.
What is that movie that she is reacting to at the beginning? Because everybody wants to know, apparently. Elvira finds out her Aunt Morgana has passed away, and of course she's gonna take full advantage of that. She's gonna go to the reading of the will, which is in Massachusetts.
Stop licking your teeth. I will tell you if it's
You know you're supposed to do this. It's an old showgirl trick. Speaking of showgirls, did you guys know that Cassandra Peterson used to be a Vegas showgirl for the show Viva La Girls at the Dunes Hotel? She was the youngest showgirl ever. 17 years old. What a rebel.
You know, those things will kill you.
Have a nice day.
So this disgusting gas station attendant that's not really attending to anything because he's just sitting there picking his nose is Jambi the Genie from Pee-wee's Playhouse. Melakaliki makami ana ola makahiki. No, I'm saying something else.
No.
I'm saying something from
Yeah, but
Mama's
if you say
Family.
Mekaleka high, you get a wish granted.
The reason I am even bringing him up at all is because he, Cassandra Peterson, and Pee-wee Herman, Paul Reubens, were in the Groundlings together, and that was a comedy troupe where Cassandra Peterson got started with comedy. If you notice in the beginning of the movie, there is a Pee-wee doll that is above her mirror. She just comes blazing through this little town, Fallwell, Massachusetts. So the hood just flies off of her car when she gets to town. All the guys are kind of like googly over her, and the ladies don't really know what to think. Most of them think she's so trashy.
Oh, well, I never.
Yeah, and you never will with them soup cans on your head.
And of course, these strapping young high school boys help her to push her car to the auto mechanic. Great way to make an impression, if you ask me. Here she is at the cozy cot. Well, this married couple, but I'm pretty sure the lady kind of takes charge, right? So she's all like, psh, no vacancy, you know.
I'll show the lady to her room.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm Elvira.
I'm Robin.
She is totally enamored by this woman that's come to town. She's like,
Hi.
I know the feeling, dude. I feel like they are restraining me in some way. Do you want to make a wish?
Wish? Did somebody say wish?
Da 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 da. La 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 la. Here. You can pull like a toilet paper holder.
Oh my god, this is terrible.
No, just do it. All right, are you ready for the big reveal?
Yeah.
Da da da. La 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 la. Now we're ready for a show. So of course, Elvira's in need of some action, some nightlife. She finds the Tidy Bowl, Patty's Tidy Bowl. We will get into Patty in a second, unless I forget, which I might. And there's these two, dingbats sitting in the corner over here reading comic books. Man, they just want to jump her bones. How about a blowjob? And then she's like, I cut you. And she stabs him, but it's a fake knife and whatever. But she causes quite a stir. And this voluptuous man, his name is Bob, and he notices this ruckus happening and this sexy woman. She's in despair. He's throwing punches, but Patty's like, look at this mess. She's got her big bazookas up. Even Elvira looks a little like scared. She's like, whoa, put someone's eye out with those things. I love this about Elvira. She's all dark, mysterious, and tough and stuff, but she's like such a romantic. Bob either is playing hard to get or he is just very awkward and he does not get the cue. All right, we're gonna skip all this. This is the reading of the will.
Can't skip that. It incites the entire plot.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late, but
She's like, shut the door. She's like this. The maid and the butler get like $5,000 or something stupid like that. Elvira gets the house. There's a dog that comes with the house and a recipe book.
that's it? A house, a dog, and a book?
Where's the cash? Where's the furniture? Where's
Bob
Bob
Eubanks?
Eubanks? And I don't know who that is.
To my dear brother Vincent, I leave the rest of my estate and holdings, of which there is none.
Give me a long pole really quick.
Here, use this. That looks like his cane.
What's so important about a dumb recipe book?
That dumb recipe book contains more power than your feeble little minds can ever imagine.
And it rightfully belongs to me. I must have that book. Elvira's walking through. She's like, what am I gonna do? I don't need a house here. I don't want to move here. Like, what the heck am I supposed to be doing? And then she like assaults some random old guy that looks like he's wearing a toupee. Vincent, AKA Uncle Vinny, pulls up and he's like, so I'm willing to give you, let's say $50 for the book. And she's like, sure, I'll do it for $50. Because they think that she's a prostitute, get it? She'll do it for $50. She took her gum out, put it on the car, and now she's gonna pull it off, put it back in her mouth.
Oh, don't forget to bring the cash.
Drive.
Golly, Uncle Vinny. It's a little bit high strung. Her and Bigelow are at the house. Careful, some of the floorboards are loose. Floor shadowing for what's going to happen later in the movie.
Yeah, why is the house like decaying and covered? She just died.
It makes me think that it's not just because the house is just like in disarray. That's just how Aunt Morgana wanted it to be. She's like, the dust and the cobwebs.
Yeah.
I don't know if this looks familiar to you. Who's in that painting there? So she's like wanting to sell the house. And Bigelow's like, I'm sure you could sell it for 70,000, I think. And she goes, 70 grand, or maybe even more if it was fixed up. Gonk is the name of the dog, by the way, because it was Algonquin, but the dog's nickname is Gonk because she didn't like Algonquin because it was a sissy name. That's her words, not mine. There's someone at the door. Well, Gonk knows what's up because he is hiding the recipe book. I wonder who's behind the door. It's Uncle Vinny. So she's trying to sell Uncle Vinny the house. And look at the craftsmanship. And she just like tears something off the wall. And he goes, no, just the book. Of course, she can't find the book. And he goes, you promised me that book. Give me your hand. Forgive me. Anyway, so we got great lightning effects happening, and then she's on the bed like bouncing. I can't bounce like her, but you know, you get. Let's just put an effect there, like some.
I'm not doing it.
Okay, and then these pervy high schoolers just happen to know that she's gonna be getting undressed for bed at this very moment, and they know exactly where her bedroom window is, I guess, because they got the camera ready. She's got a really nice skin. I just want to say that. And every time you say somebody has nice skin, I don't think you can say it in a non-creepy way. You have really nice skin. I don't know. This is Alternate Form's favorite part of the movie, where her hair is all spread out. That's not her hair.
No shit!
That she was laying on a hair blanket.
Hi, Elvira. Hi.
Oh, hi, you're here.
And this is one of my favorite scenes. It opens with a song that I cannot play because of copyright, whatever. You know you make me wanna shout. And her booty is like the first thing that you see, and she's wearing these awesome tight black pants with the buckle. And then she says my favorite line of the entire movie, just grab a tool and start banging. This is how like most guys look when they're about to come.
Nice.
To be honest, I don't look far off from that. So, yeah, Brad Pitt, I guess, was supposed to be the blonde dude in this. But she's like, lemonade. Oh, it's fabulous. Okay, so now they're having a town meeting. I guess that's what you call it. In small towns, you get together. I guess that's anywhere, right? You get together, you have a town meeting, and all the old people are like, these kids were writhing around to jungle music. That's her words, not mine. Mr. Cobb goes, oh, that's the principal, that's right.
This morning, on my regular tour of the boys' lavatory, I confiscated
this! Man, I guess I dug myself a grave with this one. I got to meet Cassandra Peterson in Kansas, at the Kansas City Planet Comic-Con. Just tell me what looks kind of weird about this picture. There is a line all the way down right between us. This wasn't pandemic related or anything like that. This was literally after all the craziness of that was over. For those of you who know, I was a burlesque performer. I had an Elvira tribute act, and I had this entire costume. That routine, when I did it as my Elvira tribute act for the 2014 San Antonio Burlesque Festival. And then I won for my category. So that's what I was going to wear to this Comic-Con. Yeah, I just forgot it. I needed to not think of anything else but this costume, and I forgot it. I decided I am just going to wear all black. I'm a little bit of a drama queen sometimes. I was trying to do my makeup, but I kept crying because I was so sad. So I put these big sunglasses on. Obviously, this is one of my idols. I gotta see her. Well, I arrived. It was like a weird thing. There's like a tarp or whatever. And so I'm like looking around, I'm like, where the hell is Cassandra Peterson? The problem is though, I go up to her and there is plexiglass between us. And I think she said something. I didn't hear exactly what she said. And as you can tell in this picture here, I'm not very thrilled.
She looks happier to meet you than you do to meet her.
I mean, we are kind of posed the same. That's kind of cute. My tits look pretty good. Man, I kind of miss these tits. I've been losing weight lately, I don't know. Did get to see her again and actually talk to her, although I don't understand, there was no plexiglass when she was signing things. We were like close to each other and we were talking, so I'm pretty sure my spit went into her mouth more than once. I was like trying to talk like a mile a minute. I'm like, oh my God, I did a tribute act dedicated to you, and I was on the Lyra, the aerial hoop, and I remember her saying, she's like, oh, rather you than me, but she did sign my award, which was super cool. And she signed it, Elvira, and to Bethany Summer Sizzle. So this is very, very special to me. So we're gonna go back to the movie now. That was my experience meeting her. From now on, everyone's gonna be in trouble. If they are caught in the midst of that floozy, then, oh, where's my hammer? Where's my hammer? Where's my hammer? Then it's unanimous. She's now drinking some milk and eating cookies, I would imagine. I really like the shot, it's really sweet. Basically, during this entire scene, she's trying to find a job and everyone's like conspiring against her. It just like goes right to the next scene where he's running down the staircase with the underwear. It's like, there's no book upstairs.
But I found these panties.
Try one, they're edible. And he's stuffing this shit in his mouth. And I remember thinking as a kid, I was like, that actually looks kind of good. Went up my ass.
No, I'm not eating that one. Oh, God, it tastes so bad.
So all of a sudden, this monstrous beast, the shadow of this huge dog, right? It's like, burr, burr, and they're like, oh my God, we gotta get out of here. How long was Gonk like hiding out before he finally comes out and he's like, I guess I should scare them away. So Vincent is pretty upset because these dudes, they didn't find the book and they were just in there eating underwear. And we're trying to figure out where the heck this office is. Okay, yeah, this is he's a banker? Is that what you said he was?
In the undiscovered country, Vincent was the Klingon prison warden that was in on the conspiracy.
You have told me this 10 times, and
Since you're all going to die anyway, I'll tell you.
So she's walking. She has no luck finding a job. She just happens to be passing by the movie theater. Hold on just a damn minute here. I think that he's an attorney at law. Uncle Vinny? Bob, remember Bob from the beginning? Good old awkward, thick, booty, badonka-donka Bob. Bob-a-donka-donk. Why are you looking at me like that? Bob is not attractive to me. I think he's just very dull and very, there's nothing there. And I'm pretty sure he's a virgin. Like, I'm just saying.
He's the only guy who doesn't
lust after her.
Yeah, he doesn't lust after her or sexually assault her.
That says something about me. I'm all like, he doesn't know how to treat a woman. And he's like the only one that's been respectful to her. She has so much hair, like so much padding right here. The letter like bounces off of her head, but she's like, ow. So he comes down, he's like, are you all right? How's your head? She quite appropriately responds, well, I haven't had any complaints yet. So he's like, oh, he goes, excuse me? I love that. It's like, oh, Bob. He goes, you know, I'd hire you, but I'm doing very good as it is. You know, look at this duck movie that I'm advertising out here. And he's like, yeah, and no shit. You put an extra E and matinee. He's like, no, I didn't. That's how you spell it. She's like, Bob, I'm in show business. I think I know how to spell matinee. How do you spell matinee?
He's right. It's 2 E's.
That's why they needed her to be like, that's not how you spell matinee, so that she could take the E down. Because there wouldn't have been any other reason for this prolific moment in the movie right here. It's falling, and she has to press the E, and she's holding it. Chazzy Pariah and her lesbian lover are looking on, and they're like, oh my God! And then Patty is going to see this happening, and now, oh my gosh, Elvira's now kissing Bob. Patty is gonna get revenge. Uncle Vinny is looking through the blinds like a fucking creeper, so like he knows like everything that's, anyways, so.
Prolific means productive.
I don't know what words mean. She's like, hey, I mean, I can help you out here. It just so happens I have like all the most prolific movies in the trunk of my car. Uncle Vinny is like, oh my God, I need to open up my door of books and go down to my dungeon for a spell.
Who keeps an elevator to a dungeon on the 2nd floor of a building?
And of course, he's gonna just go down there and like yell, and I don't really even know what he's doing down there. I guess he's like talking to Morgana. I love how his little hairs are flying around when he's angry. And Elvira's like, oh my God, you have no idea, guys. I am so excited.
Yours truly is hosting a special midnight screening at Bob's Theater of one of the worst movies ever made.
So all the kids are really angry because they have no ice in their Coke. They're angry because they can't talk to Elvira anymore, and it's really bumming their trip. 2 days ago, we were bosom buddies, and she like puts her tits in this child's face. No, our parents would never let us stay out that late. This is Robin, by the way, if you can't tell. So Elvira is gonna have a pity party. So she's just like guilt tripping them basically into coming to her show. She's like, I don't care that you get expelled, children. You need to come see me, do my thing, and that's all that matters. She's a diva, whatever. A little bit narcissistic. That's okay. And then so now they're all making a plan. And they just happen to be doing that as Patty is looking on. And Patty's just like, but she's heard the entire plan, so she knows what's going on. Now, the theater's supposed to be closed, obviously. The kids are sneaking out. They're putting on high heels that they've been storing under their bed for this moment. They are tying their sheets together and crawling out of windows, falling into the bushes. They're just rebelling. They're just like, hell yeah. Oh, he splits his pants on. Why is the key on the outside? Hanging on the outside of the door. That's not safe. That's dumb,
So
right?
the door unlocked if you're going to keep the key in.
Exactly. He thinks that I don't know what I'm talking about.
I do
half the
think
time.
that.
So anyway, she's explaining that she's basically ripping off a flash dance, and she's gonna pull a rope, and all this gold glitter is gonna like fall over her, and you know. Oh, but Patty's there once again. She is going to ruin everything. Do you know this film, The Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Kids are having a blast. So Elvira's doing her thing like she usually does. She's hosting the movie. Another one of my favorite scenes is Elvira's little sexy dance that she does here to Maniac. She's totally doing those backflips, by the way. Front aerial, there you go. That was somebody else, right? An imposter. Patty basically tars and feathers her. Like, we are in the next scene where she's back at her house. Bob comes back, as well as the guy that Brad Pitt was supposed to play, and Robin. And she's in the bathtub, and for some reason, explain this to me, because I know there has to be a reason. Why is there gasoline everywhere?
To get the tar off.
Gasoline gets tar off? Okay, so it's the same thing with like the peanut butter and bubblegum in your hair. Who was like, oh, let's put peanut butter in the hair to get it out? You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So gasoline, tar. This is kind of sad. She went through this traumatizing moment. Her night was ruined, and they're just like on the couch laughing. She's dramatic, and I can totally relate to that. There was this movie. It was called Lawrence of Arabia. The moment where he blows the match out, that was supposed to be like one of the best transitions in film of all time. This next transition owns that.
Every one of them, if it's the last thing I do!
The children have left. She's sitting on the couch with Bob. They are both drinking beer, and we can tell because the can says beer. And, oh. The hell was that? And, whoops, what is this hard thing that my ass landed on? It's the recipe book. What the heck? And she saunters off to the kitchen where she puts an apron on and she is flipping through, eating a bag of chips. She doesn't really understand what all these recipes are though. Like, it doesn't really make any sense.
Dracacoserol. Oh, casserole. That sounds good.
Edraziba. All these gross things in canisters. Whatever, I got a cast iron stomach, and she just throws the whole thing in. So she's not even like following the recipe. Some Cheese Whiz, some chips that she sit on. Now she puts the lid on, pulls the chair out. He's like a total gentleman. I hope you're hungry, 'cause here's dinner. Oh my god, jump scare. Chaos. Oh my gosh. The thing is ripping off her apron and revealing her cleavage. You know, of course it is. They put it in the sink and they're hitting it with pans, but they hit the garbage disposal. It's quite gross looking. It's not even like a scary scene to me. It's just like kind of disgusting. I don't like that kind of stuff. Gonk grabs the cookbook. He's like, yeah, he was leading her to the chest. Okay. But he's like, open the chest. He's like, brr, 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 brr. She finds this letter. It says Elvira. She's like, you think it's for me? She finds out just like, you know, you need to keep the book away from Vincent, and you carry the power with you in this ring. And she's putting all this other jewelry on her as a baby. And of course, as a baby, she looks like Elvira. She's got the makeup on and everything. Pick and Save Orphanage, which that's just funny. I don't know why it's called that. And so she's like, man, you know what? I'm trying to like make it in show business and whatever, but I'm actually like Mistress of the Dark. Here's the thing, I'm going to just randomly start reading off some of the spells in this book. Yeah,
the baby
obviously.
Elvira was played by a young Emma Stone.
That was Emma Stone?
No.
Why did you even say that? That wasn't funny.
That wasn't funny.
It's the Morality Club picnic. Elvira has this bright idea to make the recipe that she made for Bob, thinking that the same outcome is going to happen. But just if you run out of the Valingra, don't substitute it with Hamburger Helper.
Must have screwed it up when they substituted the Valingra with some Hamburger Helper.
And she's thinking that the same thing is going to happen. Oh, I see you made your famous tic-tac pie. Tic-tac pie, dude. I think we should have made that tonight. So there's this mysterious pot sitting there, and she sticks her finger in it. Yeah. So then everybody is like, we have to have a little bit of this, right? The horny realtor is coming on to Patty, and Patty is eating his wiener with her taco. Man, this might be my favorite line in the movie. Excuse me, is this face taken? She puts her dress up and sits on his face. So anyways, that happened. Everybody is going crazy, like they're all horny and everything. And he's literally just sitting on the ground like...
You sexually assaulted Bigelow.
So Patty is trying to come on to Bob, obviously. She's like, let me show you how a real woman does it. Well, Elvira is like, Patty? No. Patty, this is where I draw the line. Elvira is very strategic. She grabs her, like, bra strap and punches her so that when she falls to the ground, her padding and everything like rips off of her chest. So then we find out that Patty is padded. And to be fair, she did knock Elvira down, so that's kind of fucked up. So the town hall is having their meeting. Vinny comes in, he's just like, don't you understand? It's Elvira, because we obviously know that it's witchcraft.
We can have her arrested.
So she ends up in jail.
First thing in the morning, I'll be able to fit in an ashtray.
So Bob is like, I need to go get the book. Bob is looking for the floorboard, which makes another appearance here, right? The book's in there, he grabs it, and immediately he's knocked over the head. He is now knocked out, and Vinny's got the book. But he said, the power is mine. And he's got it. Now the power is his.
If that's all it took, why didn't Vincent just go into the house to begin with?
Or even, he sees that she is at the picnic, right? He's like, oh, perfect, my opportunity. Then he goes to the house.
Yeah, or just do it as soon as you've killed Morgana.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Elvira's in the cell with Gonk because they put her dog in there with her, which is funny.
This movie just continues to unravel for the whole last act.
Gonk is revealing that he is a, what do they call it? A shapeshifter? Not, but is he shapeshifting? Is that what you call it when you turn into turns into this little cute punk rat, which is adorable. So he goes and leaves out a hole in the wall. Wait, even though, why did he do that? Why couldn't he just go through the bars? It doesn't matter.
Why did he wait?
Let's wait till the very last minute.
Fire.
Now, Bob is laying on the ground helpless. He's tied up. He's been hit over the head. So this Rottweiler, this huge dog, is chewing at his hands, trying to gnaw off the ropes. And he's like, Gonk, is that you, boy? He doesn't even know that Gonk can transform into different animals. Meanwhile, she is tied up. Girl Scouts are roasting marshmallows. Every second counts, yet he uses at least 3 of those seconds to tell Patty that she's not a very nice person. So anyways, Gonk, his eyes shine and he reminds her that you can use the ring. And she just like points it up at the sky. Somehow it results in a thunderstorm. Also works as a way of getting rid of the flames. Immediately.
In that one shot, it's not raining before or after that. Everything that is happening makes no sense. Why did Gonk go and chew off the ropes to free Bob, but not just go and free Elvira?
I know.
Why does she just faint and remember the ring, and then the dog's eyes glow, and now she can use the ring, and also, she got her hand free. If she could do that, then just stop being sure.
Vinny is completely deranged, and he has the power, right? Would he be a witch? A warlock?
He's the Klingon warden from Undiscovered Country, Star Trek 6.
Yeah. There's just so many things that happen here. Somehow Elvira cannot actually use the ring on him. She tries to use it and it flies off of her finger and onto his finger. And he's like, doop. Vinny is on top of the world and he's doing the Posh Spice point as he's walking. He's like, you cannot escape me, daughter of what did he say? Devana. Okay, so I didn't hear that incorrectly. Wait, hold on just a minute. I just had like a thought. Does he say, daughter of Devana, I will destroy you the way I destroyed her? So he's talking about her mother. He's not even talking about Morgana. I believe that that's what he said. So it's her mother that he killed.
So out of nowhere, we now know that he murdered her mother. We also have just learned her mother's name was Devana.
Devana, yeah. But did he also kill Morgana?
Well,
no, we don't.
No, he did say the ring won't protect you. It didn't protect her either. Wait, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. And her ring didn't protect her. So then Morgana took the ring and the baby and dropped them off at the orphanage. Morgana just died of old age. She wasn't murdered by Vincent after all.
Okay. Elvira, Mysteries of the Dark.
Yes.
She falls to the ground in the cemetery. She takes her high heel off, throws it at him. The heel lands on his head, and he's like, ah! Oh, that hurts. Spraying magic everywhere. He's going, ah! And
he's going full Palpatine.
And then she breaks through the gate with her boobs. Back in the house, you don't stand too close to the wall because a hand might come out of the wall and grab you around the neck. And he just like busts through the freaking wall like the Kool-Aid guy. His hand is now on the floor, doing its own thing like it has a mind of its own. It's like crawling around on the floor. And he's like, I am master of the dark. I guess that was like a comeback or something, I don't know. He is fire breathing. That's his new acquired power. And once again, remember foreshadowing, the floorboard comes flying up, hits Vincent in the crotch, grabbing the ring. She's finally got it. He's like, Elvira, you die. And then she's like, nope. And it hits him, and I guess that backfired in here, and he's like, ah. So the book is very well encapsulated in this ring of fire. And she's like, whatever, I carry the power with me. And so anyway, it's the next day, and the house is still relatively intact. And Elvira finds out that she, I guess, used all of her power. She goes, gosh, Elvira, I'm sorry. So the townspeople show up, and of course, you know, they're like marching up to her, and she's like, whoa, 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 like, hold on, like, I'm about to leave. Just don't worry. We don't want you to leave. We want to thank you. And I'm thinking to myself, for what? I don't really know why the town is thanking her necessarily. Like, I have no idea, but anyway, she's a hero. And then we see Patty. Yeah, sorry I set you on fire and everything. And the old mechanic guy shows up with her car. Bigelow's there with a will. And informs Elvira, with your uncle gone, you are the only heir to his estate. Basically, everybody's like, no, we want you to stay. And she's like, well, I'm leaving anyway. Oh my God, Las Vegas. So she ends up going to Vegas and getting her gig there because she can fund it now. And we, of course, are treated to an amazing act. Now that I'm older, I see this act in so many different ways. I really do like this scene. It's really fun. I used part of this in the beginning of my Elvira tribute act. Her outfit is amazing. I'm not good at tassel twirling, so I left that part out of my burlesque act. Now, apparently she learned how to do that when she was 14. I heard that in an interview. She is now a star. Look at Bob with his like hair and everything. He's also like sleeked back. He's got like a suit on. And then she goes, unpleasant dreams. I don't know. I kind of just take it for what it is. It's campy. Elvira as a character, obviously she is much more than just a character in this film. You know, she's had a really long career as a horror host, had such a big impact on my life. I could, of course, say, oh yeah, she was a strong woman. She wasn't afraid to be herself, and she didn't take any crap from anybody. And I could say all these things, but I don't know. I sometimes just think you just like somebody, and it's just a personal thing. Leave a comment. Have a good time. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you in my dreams. I do not know how to fucking end a video at all. Hold on a second. I got this. I got it. So I guess with that, I say unpleasant dreams, and hope to see you the next time. Bye. Fuck it. Oh, my parents are calling. I did a review of Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Oh, well, that's great. She's a good topic.